Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Crashy, and today we are back at it again with another tier list. Now, the new update's out. We're about a day in. I'm doing a tier list now. I might have to do another one, but dude, I just love making content, man. So if you guys want to watch it, I'll make it. So let's go on ahead and move over to Photoshop. So I've actually designed my own template, just like last time. You know what? I'm gonna move myself really quickly. Let's get myself down here. So I actually made a new template. And this, again, I like to design my own. I feel like it keeps me off the tier list website and it just looks nice. So I designed this myself, nothing crazy, obviously. And I've got all the Pokemon here, and we are going to try to tier them. Again, it's really early in the new update, so things could move around, that's for sure. So this is like really early on tier list for the new update. And yeah, we're just gonna go through it. Slowbro is really good. I'm not sure if I want to put him A tier, because he's really good. He's not bad, but he just doesn't get like hard prioritized. This list, by the way, is also it's like a weird mix between solo queue and team queue, or like solo queue and competitive. So try to keep that in mind. But it's not like he's bad. He just gets outshined by other picks a lot of the time. There are probably some double tank comps where, like, if you're running him and Snorlax together, he's really good. So I feel like putting him in B tier is conservative, but he's just really solid. But he honestly is. He's kind of like hovering B and A tier. He's just really good, personally. Mr. Mime. I think that Mr. Mime is really good. I worry that Eldegoss just outshines him, but honestly, like, really good, in my opinion. He brings a lot of lane pressure, is really frustrating to deal with. Lucario's broken. It's just straight broken. Greninja, this is a tough one. Again, same thing. I feel like Greninja is solid, and I could probably put him in A tier. Like, there's nothing wrong with him. He just gets outshined by other picks, so I'm gonna kind of leave him in B tier. He gets outshined easily. There's just other attackers that you would want to take over him. Gengar. I don't think Gengar's bad. I think that obviously Hex is bugged, and he's kind of in a weird position for himself, but he's still like a pretty good pick. And I know that you can do, what's it called, Dream Eater and Shadow Bomb, I forget what they're called, and it's a pretty decent build. So Gengar still has some good application. He's definitely like more poke centric, but he's pretty solid overall. I feel like Gardevoir, she's so similar to so many other Pokemon in that, like, she's good, but she's probably not the best pick. I think she has really crazy late game potential and is a really strong Pokemon later on, but her early game is just tough. Again, I think for some of these Pokemon, it's going to take like the right team comp, maybe, to really kind of put them where they need to be. And yeah, so there's that. Garchomp, my man Garchomp, dude, there's gonna be a lot of B tier picks probably. I may have to make this page longer. Garchomp is solid. It's the same exact thing. He gets outclassed in the jungle by other junglers. Do I put him at B tier or do I put him at A tier? That's the question, because honestly, I think Garchomp is good. I think he's like almost on par with some other picks that are gonna be in this list. You know what? I'm gonna put him in A tier. I feel like that's a controversial take. The thing is he's only good in jungle, really, and I really do believe in him in his late game, but he does get outclassed, and yeah, it's tough. It's a tough decision. Eldegoss, I literally just think she's S tier. Like, she just got nerfed, but she just brings so much sustain and healing. She's hard to kill. She's just really strong. It's kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy. Crustle, I'm going to do the same thing with Crustle that I do with Slowbro. I actually think Crustle's really good. The tanks are solid. The thing is like the gap between Snorlax and the other tanks is just really big. So that's kind of where I've put him there. Cramorant, I haven't seen how bad the nerfs have affected him. It doesn't seem like it's bad at all. It feels like he's exactly where he was at, and honestly, Cramorant is really strong. My opinion of Cramorant has probably gone up over time. Cinderace is S tier. He's gone nowhere. Best jungler in the game, best attacker in the game. Literally nothing wrong there. Uh-oh, I'm on Absol. Okay, well let me just grab all my other Pokemon really quick and scoot them out of Absol's way, because that's right where he needs to be. I think Absol is the worst Pokemon in the game by far. Like, borderline useless. Sorry, Absol, there's nothing I can do for you. Charizard is the same exact thing as Garchomp. I think Charizard is really, really good, but he just gets outclassed in the jungle role. His buffs are honestly insane, but he's really, really strong. Like, the all-arounders right now are in a really, really good position, and I truthfully think that easily he's an A-tier pick and can be put to some pretty good use. Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu. See, this is where I'm getting confused about what I want to do with my C tier, because if I don't put Pikachu B tier, the question immediately gets asked, is Pikachu, like, I have to compare Pikachu and Gardevoir right now. The thing is that I feel like Gardevoir's early game is bad and Pikachu's early game is really, really good, and Gardevoir's late game is insane, and I kind of feel like Pikachu's late game is bad. So maybe that puts them both at B tier, but I'm going to do something a little controversial here. I'm going to put Pikachu at C tier. He doesn't feel like he gets that much impact. It's so hard for him, and he does hit hard, but he's almost never the go-to option. And if I was trying to make a team comp avoiding some other attackers, or let's say there was like a pick ban phase in the game, I would not be looking to put Pikachu into a team comp. I'd be looking to put Gardevoir into a team comp. Yeah. I have Bulbasaur on here, which is kind of funny. I should have a picture of Venusaur, but Bulbasaur, Venusaur. It's really hard for me to say. I don't feel like the buffs impacted Venusaur that much. I don't. But I know that he's better. So whereas Venusaur would probably be a D tier pick, maybe have slightly moved up to C tier or B tier, I'm really trying to find that fine line between B tier and C tier personally. But it's hard. It's hard. Zeraora. I think that Zeraora's probably B tier. The thing is like Zeraora is clearly insane, but he's not the best jungler, and I don't know if I would take Zeraora in jungle over Garchomp or Charizard. He's too good to put at B tier though. Like the simple fact is that he's just still so insane. I have to put him in A tier. It feels weird, but I have to put him in A tier. Wigglytuff. I actually think that this character is disgusting. I don't play this character. I need to honestly start playing this character to figure her out some and find out if this is like an accurate kind of prediction for her tiering. But she just feels nuts. It's weird. It's weird how she's like tanky and supporty. Really, really crazy. Talonflame. Conservative puts him at A. My prediction, my hypothesis, a bit more of a bold move, puts him at S. This is a bold prediction. I'm going to be honest about it. I want to put him here because I think that he has the potential to be S tier. His ability to steal things, his early game clear, just his clear in general, his mobility, he's actually really, really strong now. And I want to put him at S tier because I think that if I had to pick between junglers, it would be like him or Cinderace. Like, I actually think that he's like one of the highest tier junglers now. So I'm gonna put him there, but he could easily just be at that highest end of A tier. Because as far as jungle goes, he's better than all these picks in A tier. Easily, in my opinion. Unless you're just reaching for an all-rounder, which is totally fine. You might want to run like a double all-rounder comp with like Lucario in lane. But I think that Talonflame has a ton of potential. I'm literally not even going to talk about Snorlax. Block is OP. Character needs to be tuned down. Oh, I have Garchomp in here twice for whatever reason. It's not anybody I'm missing it either, am I? Don't think so. And honestly, Ninetales is kind of S tier too. She's just so nuts. Oh, having this many S tier heroes or Pokemon makes me want to pull Cinderace, or not Cinderace, Talonflame down, because I actually feel pretty confident that the other S tiers, like Eldegoss is I just feel like she's the best support. She just offers so much. Cinderace is clearly, Snorlax is clearly, Lucario is clearly S tier. Ninetales is like, I think that Ninetales is better than Cramorant. She didn't get nerfed. She's nuts. She brings so much to the team. It's pretty crazy. I'm a little worried that I'm missing someone, but I don't think I am. Let's double check. Absol, Charizard, Cinderace, Cramorant, Crustle, Eldegoss, Garchomp, Gardevoir, Gengar, Talonflame, Snorlax, Slowbro, Pikachu, Ninetales, Mr. Mime, Machamp. Where's my Machamp at? That's what I'm missing. I'm missing my boy Machamp. Alright, so Machamp, really, really strong. I think that he is a pretty solid A tier. He's the other all-rounder that can jungle really, really well, is very, very strong. I don't have any issues putting him in A tier. So, kind of where I'm at right now, I think that I'm a little uncomfortable with having this many S tier characters, because like maybe I'm just like oversaturating the list. It would probably be safer and smarter of me to put Talonflame down in A tier, because that's comfortable, but I also want to be bold on this. Same thing with Ninetales. Realistically, I should probably pull Ninetales and Talonflame down. That's probably what I need to do. Let's be real. Let's be a little real here. So Talonflame and Ninetales. I'm gonna pull y'all down to A tier, which they're not gonna fit, but you guys get the point. Talonflame and Ninetales, look at them. I'll make them all hang out with Machamp. These three are just going to be small for whatever reason. But I think the roster looks like really, really solid like this. Personally, this is so scuffed. Look at them, dude. They're just chilling, man. They're just chilling. The Talonflame, Machamp, and Ninetales fit in the rest of that A tier. I think that S tier needs to be really bold. It needs to be bold, and those are the, like, this is literally the S tier comp that gets played with like Ninetales or Cramorant, so you can obviously see that there's a solid option to be made there. All-arounders in the game are honestly insane. Absol's useless. Venusaur and Pikachu, they're good. You know, it almost makes me feel weird to put them lower than Gardevoir. Maybe Gardevoir should be C tier as well, but it just feels a little weird. And Greninja's solid, but he just gets outclassed. Gengar solid, gets outclassed. The two tanks solid, get outclassed. And the supports, the other supports other than Eldegoss, I think that they're really good, but they slightly get outclassed. So that's why I have them in the A tier. I could probably have put Slowbro in A tier too, but I honestly just think that like Crustle and Slowbro are pretty good. They just get outclassed by Snorlax. So this is kind of what I'm feeling for the patch. Some of these things might change just based on like what team comps get found or how people start playing things. Like, you never know, Venusaur might be way better than I'm thinking, or Gengar might still be better than I'm thinking, but this is just where I'm at right now. The main picks that were already kind of dominating are still dominating. Lucario didn't get nerfed. Eldegoss nerf is, you know, decent. It was definitely necessary, but she's still insane. Cinderace nerf was basically non-existent, and Snorlax literally didn't get nerfed, which is crazy. And he's just obviously the best. I think, like I said, I think all-rounders are really, really good. Zeraora holding a really strong position, and Wigglytuff flying to the top, as well as Talonflame, like really, really solid. But everybody else, honestly, still feeling really, really good. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. This is kind of what I'm feeling. I think that a couple of these things, at least a few of them, will shift up or down like a tier here and there, just based on how players start to put things together a little bit. But honestly, it's kind of settled a bit, you know, in the last couple of weeks in terms of meta, and a lot of the changes probably won't affect that too much, but we'll see. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video. I definitely do appreciate it. Comment down below what you would change, or if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Keep it civil. I don't like arguments, but I love the dialogue and the community aspect of it. So as always, friends, be sure to be kind to one another. Tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.